Greetings, Hidden Pages subscribers. Tonight, we embark on an extraordinary journey into the life of a figure whose trajectory is almost cinematic in its dramatic turns. A man who has defied conventional expectations and risen to become a symbol of national defiance and global inspiration. In the tumultuous tapestry of modern history, few leaders have transitioned from such an unconventional background to a position of such profound global significance as Volodymyr Alexandrovich Zelensky. This isn't just a political biography, it's a captivating narrative of unexpected leadership, immense personal courage, and the unforeseen crucible of history. On Hidden Pages, our commitment is to illuminate the intricate paths and profound transformations that shape monumental lives, delving beyond the headlines to reveal the defining moments and unwavering spirit of individuals who stand at the crossroads of history. From his early days as a gifted entertainer to his unforeseen role as the defiant president of a nation at war, Volodymyr Zelensky's story is a testament to the power of resolve and the unexpected emergence of leadership in the face of existential threat. Prepare to join us as we turn the pages on the remarkable, often poignant, and always impactful life of Ukraine's wartime president. His narrative is a critical lens through which to understand the complexities of modern conflict and the enduring human spirit. The making of a performer. Early life, education, and entertainment beginnings. 1978 to 2003. Volodymyr Alexandrovich Zelensky was born on January 25, 1978, in Kryvyi Rih, a large industrial city in the Ukrainian SSR, then part of the Soviet Union. His parents, Oleksandr Zelensky, a professor of cybernetics and head of a department at the Kryvyi Rih Institute of Economics, and Rima Zelenska, an engineer, were both Jewish. Zelensky grew up in a predominantly Russian-speaking environment, and for a period in his early childhood, he lived with his family in Erdene, Mongolia, where his father was working. This early exposure to different cultures, though brief, contributed to his broad perspective. Upon returning to Kryvyi Rih, he entered local schools, excelling in various subjects and developing a keen interest in performance. Despite his natural inclination towards creativity and entertainment, Zelensky pursued a more traditional academic path, studying law at the Kryvyi Rih Institute of Economics, a branch of Kyiv National Economic University. He graduated with a law degree in 2000, though he would never formally practice law. Even during his university years, his passion for comedy and performance began to take precedence. His foray into the entertainment world began in 1997 when, at the age of 19, he co-founded and became the leader of Kvartal 95, Quarter 95, a comedy troupe. The group's name was a reference to the neighborhood in Kryvyi Rih where Zelensky grew up. Kvartal 95 quickly gained national recognition through their participation in KVN, Klub Veselych I Nakuchevik, a popular televised improvisational comedy competition that was widely broadcast across the former Soviet Union. Their witty, often satirical humor resonated with audiences, and they became regulars on the show, winning the KVN Major League in 1997. By 2003, Zelensky and his Kvartal 95 team decided to leave KVN and establish their own independent production company, also named Studio Kvartal 95. This strategic move allowed them full creative control and the ability to produce their own content. Zelensky served as the artistic director and later as the general producer of the studio, which rapidly grew to become one of Ukraine's most successful and prolific entertainment companies. They produced a wide range of content, including films, animated series, and highly popular television shows, establishing Zelensky as a major force in Ukrainian media. Second Comedy, Stardom, and the Seeds of Political Satire, 2004 to 2014. The mid-2000s saw Zelensky solidify his status as a national celebrity in Ukraine. Studio Kvartal 95's productions became immensely popular, known for their sharp political satire, social commentary, and light-hearted humor. Zelensky himself starred in many of these projects, showcasing his versatile acting skills and charismatic on-screen presence. Beyond comedy sketches and TV shows, he ventured into acting in feature films, including romantic comedies like 8 First Dates, 2012, and 8 New Dates, 2015, as well as more satirical works. He also gained widespread fame by winning the Ukrainian version of Dancing with the Stars in 2006, further endearing him to the public and demonstrating his multifaceted talent. A pivotal turning point in his career, and one that would inadvertently lay the groundwork for his political future, came in 2015 with the premiere of the television series Servant of the People, Sluha Narodu. The show was a political satire created and produced by Kvartal 95, starring Zelensky in the lead role. In the series, Zelensky played Vasil Petrovich Holoborodko, an ordinary high school history teacher who, after a student secretly films him delivering a passionate, profanity-laden rant against government corruption, unexpectedly goes viral and is ultimately elected president of Ukraine. Servant of the People became an instant phenomenon in Ukraine, resonating deeply with a populace fed up with corruption, political infighting, and the entrenched oligarchic system. The show was not just entertainment. It was a powerful reflection of the public's desire for change and an honest, everyman leader. The fictional character of Holoborodko, with his earnest intentions and struggles against a corrupt establishment, became a powerful archetype, blurring the lines between Zelensky's comedic persona and the public's yearning for genuine political reform. The series aired for 3 seasons, ending shortly before Zelensky announced his real-life presidential bid. The third, The Unconventional Path to the Presidency, 2014 to 2019. The period between 2014 and 2019 was a time of immense upheaval and political reorientation for Ukraine. The Maidan Revolution of 2014, the subsequent annexation of Crimea by Russia, and the outbreak of conflict in eastern Ukraine fundamentally reshaped the nation's political landscape and its relationship with Russia. Amidst this turmoil, public trust in traditional political elites dwindled further. It was against this backdrop that the concept of a political party named Servant of the People, mirroring Zelensky's hit TV show, began to take shape. The political party was officially registered in March 2018 by employees of Kvartal 95. On December 31st, 2018, in a move that stunned many and coincided with the New Year's Eve address of then-President Petro Poroshenko on the 1+1 TV channel, owned by oligarch Ihor Kolomoisky, whose relationship with Zelensky would later come under scrutiny. Volodymyr Zelensky announced his candidacy for the 2019 presidential election. His entry immediately upended the race. Zelensky positioned himself as an anti-establishment, anti-corruption figure, drawing directly from the populist appeal of his fictional presidential character. His campaign was highly unconventional, largely eschewing traditional rallies and detailed policy debates in favor of social media engagement, especially YouTube and Instagram, short, direct video messages, and comedic routines that resonated with voters tired of typical political discourse. He focused on broad themes of fighting corruption, improving living standards, and bringing peace to eastern Ukraine, often without outlining specific policy proposals. Despite his political inexperience, or perhaps because of it, his message resonated profoundly. He rapidly rose in opinion polls, outperforming established politicians. In the first round of the presidential election on March 31, 2019, Zelensky secured over 30% of the vote, finishing well ahead of incumbent President Petro Poroshenko. The two proceeded to a runoff election. The second round saw an unconventional debate held in a stadium, which further showcased Zelensky's unique communication style. On April 21, 2019, in a landslide victory, Volodymyr Zelensky was elected president of Ukraine with an astonishing 73.22% of the vote, marking the largest margin in Ukraine's post-Soviet history. This unprecedented triumph signaled a deep public yearning for radical change and a rejection of the traditional political class. On May 20, 2019, he was officially sworn in as the sixth president of Ukraine, commencing a leadership journey that would soon face challenges far greater than any comedic script could have imagined. The Presidency Before the Storm, 2019 to 2022. Upon assuming office, President Zelensky quickly moved to consolidate his political power and implement his reform agenda. In his inaugural address, he called for national unity and announced the dissolution of the Verkhovna Rada, Ukraine's parliament, leading to snap parliamentary elections in July 2019. His Servant of the People party secured an absolute majority in these elections, giving him an unprecedented level of legislative control for a Ukrainian president. During his first 2 years in office, Zelensky's administration focused on his key campaign promises: combating corruption, reforming the judicial system, and seeking a peaceful resolution to the conflict in Donbass. Significant actions included anti-corruption measures. His government worked to lift legal immunity for members of parliament, a key step in fighting corruption. They also made some limited progress in strengthening anti-corruption institutions. E-government initiatives. Zelensky was a strong proponent of digitalizing government services, aiming for greater transparency and efficiency. Donbass conflict. He engaged in diplomatic efforts to de-escalate the conflict in eastern Ukraine, including prisoner exchanges with Russia and participation in the Normandy format talks with France, Germany, and Russia aimed at finding a diplomatic solution. His initial attempts to engage with Russian President Vladimir Putin were part of his campaign promise to end the protracted conflict. COVID-19 pandemic. His administration had to navigate the challenges of the global COVID-19 pandemic, implementing public health measures and managing the economic fallout. However, Zelensky's early presidency also faced significant challenges and criticism. His lack of traditional political experience sometimes led to perceived missteps, and progress on systemic reforms was slower than many had hoped. He also became embroiled in the Ukraine-gate scandal in the United States, which led to the first impeachment of U.S. President Donald Trump, though Zelensky himself largely sought to remain neutral. Despite these domestic and international complexities, by mid-2021, Zelensky's public trust ratings remained relatively high among Ukrainian presidents, reflecting a continued public desire for his anti-establishment approach. However, tensions with Russia escalated significantly throughout 2021, with Russia accumulating troops near Ukraine's borders, raising fears of a larger conflict. Zelensky initially sought to calm the Ukrainian populace and assure the international community that Ukraine was not seeking retaliation, while also calling for increased security guarantees and military support from NATO. The wartime leader, the full-scale invasion and global symbol, 2022 to present. The defining moment of Volodymyr Zelensky's presidency, and indeed his life, arrived on February 24, 2022, when Russia launched its full-scale invasion of Ukraine. This act of aggression fundamentally transformed Ukraine and Zelensky's role on the global stage. In the initial hours and days of the invasion, with Russian forces rapidly advancing towards Kyiv, Zelensky's leadership became unequivocally resolute and defiant. Despite offers from the United States and other nations to evacuate him from the besieged capital, he famously refused, declaring, "The fight is here. I need ammunition, not a ride." This powerful statement, widely reported, instantly transformed him from a political leader into an inspirational symbol of national resistance and courage. From the streets of Kyiv, often dressed in military-style fatigues, Zelensky began to issue daily video addresses to the Ukrainian people and the world. These raw, authentic, and emotionally charged messages, delivered directly from the presidential compound, became a crucial tool for rallying national morale, dispelling misinformation, and projecting Ukraine's unwavering resolve. His ability to connect directly with citizens and global audiences through social media platforms, Telegram, Instagram, etc., was unprecedented for a head of state during wartime. His leadership during the invasion solidified several key actions and characteristics: rallying national unity. Zelensky's consistent presence and defiant messaging unified the Ukrainian people across linguistic and regional divides, mobilizing both military and civilian resistance against the invasion. International appeals. He embarked on a relentless campaign of virtual diplomacy, addressing parliaments and international bodies worldwide, including the U.S. Congress, UK Parliament, EU Parliament, UN General Assembly, G7, NATO, and the World Economic Forum. In these powerful speeches, he eloquently appealed for military aid, financial support, sanctions against Russia, and continued international solidarity, often drawing historical parallels relevant to his audience. Symbol of resistance. His refusal to flee Kyiv, his direct communication, and his visible leadership under immense pressure cemented his image as a courageous and unwavering defender of Ukrainian sovereignty and democracy. He became the face of Ukraine's resistance to aggression. Wartime governance. He declared martial law across Ukraine, implemented general mobilization, and worked tirelessly to coordinate Ukraine's defense efforts, manage humanitarian crises, and maintain the functioning of state institutions under constant threat. He frequently visited frontline areas, boosting the morale of troops and civilians. Zelensky's leadership in this period earned him immense global recognition and numerous accolades. In December 2022, he was named Time magazine's Person of the Year, acknowledging his profound impact on the world. He became a global advocate for democratic values and international law, continuously calling for greater support for Ukraine and accountability for war crimes. As the war continues, President Zelensky remains at the helm, navigating immense challenges including ongoing military operations, reconstruction efforts, and the complex diplomatic landscape. His presidency, originally scheduled to end in May 2024, has been extended due to martial law, making him the second longest-serving president in Ukraine's history. His journey from comedian to wartime leader is a testament to the extraordinary demands of history and the unexpected individuals who rise to meet them. And there you have it, Hidden Pages Explorers, the remarkable story of Volodymyr Alexandrovich Zelensky. His journey is a powerful reminder that leadership can emerge from the most unexpected places, and that true courage is often revealed in the crucible of crisis. He has not only led a nation through its darkest hour, but has also, through his actions and words, inspired millions across the globe. What aspects of President Zelensky's transformation and leadership resonate most with you? We invite you to share your considered thoughts and reflections in the comments section below. Your insights are invaluable to our community as we collectively seek to understand the profound narratives of our time. If this deep dive has provided you with a new perspective or a deeper appreciation for this pivotal figure, please hit that like button. Share this compelling story with those who seek to understand courage and resilience, and be sure to subscribe to Hidden Pages for more profound explorations into the lives and events that shape our world. Ring that notification bell so you never miss an unveiling of history's most compelling figures. Until our next journey into the archives of greatness, keep digging, keep questioning, and keep unveiling the hidden pages of history.